everyone, my name is Z and I'm here with
D.
And today we're going to be chatting about how and why you should sell cancer policies to your clients.
And more specifically to your Medicare Advantage clients.
Yes, more specifically. So Devin, can you tell us which clients should pick up a cancer plan and why?
Absolutely. So two main client types I think should be pitched a cancer policy. The first is anybody moving from a Medicare supplement policy to a Medicare Advantage plan is an ideal client. And any Medicare Advantage client that you recently wrote during the annual enrollment, now would be a great time to call them back, ask them if they received their ID cards, and then talk about how you can add an additional layer of protection to their policy that you just helped them with. How does that sound?
Sounds good. Makes sense.
Okay.
So Devin, what is your pitch for these policies?
So first off, I believe this is the right thing for clients that are choosing a Medicare Advantage plan. So I believe it in my heart. I believe I'm helping my clients. But basically, if you think about specifically going from a Medicare supplement policy, Z, to a Medicare Advantage policy, we know that there's a maximum amount of pocket on these plans. You know, especially in New Jersey, anywhere between $6,700 to $8,300. So you're moving them from a MedSup to an MAPD plan, which basically had no move, right? Just a Medicare deductible. And so by adding a cancer policy, you're adding peace of mind, which is very important, to your clients. And you're giving them an additional layer of protection that will cover that potential maximum amount of pocket.
So what I hear you saying, Devin, is like you always like to do what's right for your client.
I think most agents want to try to protect their clients the best way that they can. And I think, you know, clients that are on a Medicare supplement policy are already used to paying a premium, and they like the idea of really having everything picked up after the deductible's met.
Okay.
So the way a cancer policy works is if a client's diagnosed with cancer, they would get a check, a lump sum check from the insurance company for $10,000, which would more than cover that maximum amount of pocket that we discussed.
Okay.
So it's great for the client because it protects them in that worst case scenario with a cancer diagnosis. And it's great for the agent because what do they get?
Commission.
They get an extra commission. And so you're going to, instead of have one sale in that house, right, you're going to have two, right? Two's better than one in terms of commissions, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. I know you love it when you get your bonuses.
I do.
All right. So good for the client, good for the agent, good for everybody. So just to give you a perspective, in our office, about 70% of my clients that are moving from MedSup to MAPD, I'm attaching a cancer policy to them.
So, Devin, how can agents be successful with selling cancer policies to their clients?
Well, you have to be confident, and you have to go into the conversation with the assumption that they are going to buy the policy from you. If you go in with a weak pitch or lack of confidence, the client is not going to follow your lead. But if you say, you know, client or Mrs. Jones, in my experience, most of my clients that are going from this situation to this situation are going to add a cancer policy. And for $25 a month, we could protect you with an additional $10,000 policy. You know, God forbid you're diagnosed with cancer.
So Devin, can you tell us how difficult is it to get a client written under the cancer policy?
Yeah, so the underwriting is relatively straightforward. Really two things that you need to know. One is, have you been diagnosed with cancer in the last 5 years? Right, so if they're cancer-free or in remission over the last 5 years, then that's a good candidate. And basically, they can't have any ongoing tests to rule out a future cancer diagnosis.
Okay.
You know, there are a couple of carriers that we work with, but we've been working with Aetna recently. And the great thing about a cancer policy with Aetna is that within 30 seconds to a minute, with their instant decision underwriting, you can have a policy approved.
Okay, so what you're saying is there are 3 questions that they have to answer, and as long as they can answer no to all those questions, they should be approved within a 24-hour turnaround period?
Even shorter than that, Z, which is exciting. Within a minute, once you hit that button to submit the app, we'll have a decision for you.
1 minute?
Yep. Couldn't be any easier.
Yeah, that's super easy.
So I hope you found this video useful. If you like the content, please give us a like on our YouTube channel.
And make sure that you follow us on all our social media apps.
Otherwise, Z's going to be mad.
I'm going to be very upset.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.